Hi, John here. In this episode of the Butterfly Formula, I confess some things that you know, basically as a creative entrepreneur, I'm learning just like you, and I'm basically sharing what things I'm finding and discovering as I go along and stuff. So, I think a lot of folks either are basically preaching as gurus or they're just experts in all the different things that they're doing. And, I have some expertise. I've had some successes and stuff. But I've also learned a lot of things the hard way. And so I'm just basically sharing some of these different things with you. So in this blog post that I wrote, I just basically talk about how that it's really challenging to, when you're starting anything new. Um, but I think it's even harder for creative entrepreneurs because that you really are doing something different than what a lot of folks are doing. Because entrepreneurship as it is, like if you're opening up a restaurant or, selling some merchandise and stuff, there's a lot of things that's kind of pretty much, even though there's may not even be a school for a lot of the stuff, it's still somewhat laid out, or at least it's the path has been kind of trodden by a lot of other folks, and there's a lot of folks who essentially led the way. But I feel like with creative entrepreneurship, it's really like that Henry David Thoreau saying, like that you basically going where there's no path and leaving a trail, and that in itself, like believe me, I mean, I've literally stumbled a lot in the woods, and so I definitely know what it's like to not have that map to kind of help you, and different times wondering, like without even the stars, to guide you and stuff, you just feel like there's very little to kind of help you, and very little guide you, and if anything, you feel like that you're really all alone. And the thing that I want to share is that you're really not. There's definitely a lot of folks who are on your path, and they're looking to kind of connect with you and stuff. And that's really been my goal with the hangouts that I've held, where I interview different creative entrepreneurs. That's the hangout masterminds that I've started. We're basically helping people come together and support each other. So that's the thing, like kind of there is hope, there is help, and really, as I said, like kind of that's really what I want to do is kind of help, bring people together and help each other and stuff. And then if you haven't, either read or heard, I personally listened to the audiobook version of Elizabeth Gilbert's Big Magic. Incredible stuff. I highly recommend her podcast, The Magic Show, or is it called Magic Show? I'm sorry, I'm just drawing a blank right now. I think it is though, but in any case, it's the podcast that's connected with the book and stuff, and really amazing stuff. And I love the line that tells us not to have our art to depend on it to pay the bills, until it does. Like kind of in the meanwhile, just make sure you have ways to kind of cover the bills. And again, that's also another thing I've learned the hard way. I love her quote that to yell at your creativity saying you must earn money for me is sort of like yelling at a cat. It has no idea what you're talking about, and all you're doing is scaring it away because you're making really loud noises and your face looks weird when you do that. So that's probably the last bit of advice I'll have, is to share that, and really look forward as always to your thoughts, and subscribe to me on YouTube for more of from the Butterfly Formula, or interviews with creative entrepreneurs on their journeys. And you can always, of course, follow me on Twitter, and I look forward to hearing from you.